Now, let's come into the Accra areas where something is happening. The locked up investment holders forum are picketing at the Ministry of Finance in a bid to exert pressure on the government for the release of their locked up funds. My colleague Eko Saki is joining us from the grounds to tell us more. Eko, good afternoon to you. Hello, Eko.
Members of the Locked Up Investment Holders Forum who picketed in front of the Finance Ministry here will be dispersing from the place any moment from now, because the convener of the group, Dr. Edu Ananentwi, managed to speak to the Deputy Minister of Finance, Dr. Stephen Amua, who gave the group or the forum an assurance that he's going to sit with his substantive minister to discuss their petition or their concerns that they brought before the ministry. I have here with me the convener of the group, Dr. Edu Ananentwi, who I'll be speaking to him with regards to the conversation that transpired between him and the Deputy Finance Minister. You've been marching all the way from the head office of the NDK financial institution right here to this place. You've managed to speak to the Deputy Minister of Finance, Dr. Stephen Amor. What was the conversation about?
Well, the whole issue was that it looks as if the Deputy Minister doesn't know anything about what is happening, because he seems to think that we were some old financial institutions that had been paid and people are still here. And so I had to take him through what has happened.
Did it take you, were you surprised by the statements by the Deputy Finance Minister, because he should be in the know?
Well, I don't know why he doesn't know. So I can't comment on that. But I believe that these matters are serious matters that when it comes to the attention of the minister, he should have some discussion with his deputies and other relevant members of, maybe because the minister has not even attempted to look at it, he may not have even informed anybody. I'm just assuming, because he doesn't seem to have any idea about it at all. So we have discussed that. I've shown him what we have done with even Bank of Ghana, the ministry, and what is happening now up to today. So he said he go and look for the petition and the reminder that we send, and have a discussion with the minister and even with the Bank of Ghana, and come back to us. He's taking my number, and so I'm hoping they will come back to us very soon, so that we know what to do after he has come back to us.
Yeah, Doc, in your last demonstration where you marched to the office of the Bank of Ghana, the regulator, you tabled before the BOG some two main proposals that you think will help resolve the issue. That is, one, you want part of the stability fund used to pay. You want part of the stability fund used to pay at least 20% of depositors' fund, and maybe the rest should be diversified or used as equity. Or you want the BOG to revoke the licenses of these finance houses that your members have invested in, so that they can be able to pay the depositors their money. Are you still standing by those proposals, or there are any other additional proposals?
Well, the proposal we submitted to Bank of Ghana, and we had meeting with the Bank of Ghana. They told us clearly that these companies cannot be supported with any liquidity support. Where they have reached, their licenses must be revoked because they have become insolvent. So that is what Bank of Ghana want to do, to revoke their licenses. But Bank of Ghana maintains that if they revoke the license, they must have the funds to pay investors' funds back to them. And that is the challenge they are having. That's why they are having discussion with the ministry, for the ministry to make financial provisions so that they can revoke these licenses. So that proposal we sent, that was not something that Bank of Ghana is working on. Bank of Ghana aims to revoke the licenses of the institutions and pay us, but that payment should come from some funds that have been provided for by the ministry, and that's why they are still waiting on the ministry to make that financial provision. And that is why we are here, to also ensure, to put pressure on the ministry to make that financial provision so that Bank of Ghana can revoke the licenses and pay us our deposits.
Finally, Doc, this particular picketing was supposed to end at 12 noon, and it appears that it's almost 12. You are dispersing. From here, what next is for the forum?
Next week, we are coming back. We have planned to do it every Wednesday. So if we hear any positive response from the ministry within the week, that will suggest that there will be no need for us to come here, we won't come. If we don't receive any positive response from the ministry, that will suggest to us that we must come. If we don't have any positive response, that will suggest to us that we won't come. We shouldn't come. We won't come. If nothing happens and we must come back, we will come back. So it will depend on the response we will receive from the ministry and the time frame within which we will receive that response. Because if by Monday we haven't received any positive response, we are preparing to come. So the response and the substance of the response will be what will determine whether we will come here on Wednesday or not. But in our plan, we are coming here unless something stops it. And right. That's something we'll be coming.
Dr. Idwanane there, engaging with my colleague Echo as they picket the Finance Ministry. We're bringing you some more of that subsequently in the bulletins. Let's now take a breather. We'll be back with